Previously on the Crystal Ark, in a glorious moment of triumph, our intrepid adventurers stood upon a field of victory, having vanquished Theravol's brother within the sacred crypt of his father. Within the crypt's hollow depths, they unearthed a hidden map, prompting the Geobreakers to pause and take a well-deserved respite. Shield, utilizing their magical powers to uncover a trove of remarkable artifacts, including a captivating ring from which Tobias may have heard a voice whispering to him. Reunited with their esteemed furball guide, Orin, and accompanied by their newly adopted companion, the majestic moon bear named Moon Moon, the party embarked on a journey back to the bustling town of Berkton. As they made their grand entrance, gasps of astonishment echoed throughout the streets, for the legendary shield had been revived and stood tall among them, a living testimony to their bravery. The night unfolded in a tapestry of revelry within the enchanting walls of Madame Mirage's. The mere presence of Shield, though, now residing in a brothel, left many in a state of awe and disbelief. Meanwhile, Borak found himself entangled in a peculiar encounter with a elderly human seated at the bar, while Orsina tended to the well-being of Moon Moon and Doug, the hippogriff, in the stables. Shield took charge, though, and organized the cleaning for themselves, while Tobias grappled with the unsettling effects of the mysterious ring he had stumbled upon. As the festivities gradually subsided, Cypher found themselves irresistibly drawn into the Feywild, following the enigmatic Cap. In this ethereal domain, they came face to face with their mysterious counterpart, Estrella, who extended a captivating offer to join forces and aid Cypher on their perilous journey. And with that, our party bedded down for the night, one in the Feywild, some in the stable, and some with extra company in the brothel. You all awaken in your various areas of the Feywild, brothel, and stables, now refreshed on this colder than normal morning. Now, Shield, you're the first to wake up. You wake up in a light snow in the stable. You see Moon Moon kind of huddled a little close to you, and Doug, the hippogriff, in his stable, curled up as the best he can. And the stable boy is just working through some of the hay, going in to wake up the animals and feed them up. Orsina, you also went to stay in the stables. You're kind of perching over Moon Moon on a bale of hay. Tobias, you awaken in your room. Cypher, you awaken in a field of golden long grass. And Borak, you awaken with a field of golden hair draped across your face from the person you have taken beside you that night. What are you all doing?
Before that, while I'm getting up, let's say this is a really early time, say, 5 a.m. ish. Thinking back on that man that I saw at the bar, I'm going to take out one of my statues, and I'm going to inscribe the signature of my mother / myself on it, and I'm going to use locate object on his belt or a ring on his finger or something like that. Yep.
From the night at the bar, you saw he had a ring on his hand from when he was drinking in his whiskey glass, and you get a ping. It's not too far from you. It's just outside.
Is it in the hallway or behind the door? Like is he staying in the hotel?
Situated kind of is you see a window, a stained glass window right beside you, looking out into the street. You're getting a ping on the cobblestone road right there.
All right, I'm going to quickly throw something on and run down there and see if I can catch up to him.
Bo barely grabs, like he just grabs his serape, puts it over, no pants, just running out just as quick as he can. No, I'm joking. You get all dressed up. You run outside and you see this kind of maybe standing about 5'10", hunched over a little bit with this salt and pepper hair, short hair, with this long bushy mustache, and he's loading wood into a cart, and he's just kind of tying it off and getting things going, not really paying you any attention, doesn't even really see you come out.
I'll walk to the far side of him and just set the carving down with the signature facing him on the cart and go, you following me?
He's in the middle of like tying a rope up, and he kind of like does that little last cinch, and it kind of shakes the cart, and he goes, I'm not really following you. I didn't even know you're here. What are you doing with that? Kind of gives you a little side eye over his shoulder.
Well, this one's mine, but I learned from the best.
His kind of calloused hand goes up and grabs the work and looks. He's not really seemingly picking up on things. He goes, who taught you this?
My mother did.
He puts down the little wooden carving, turns around, looks you dead in the eyes, and says, Borak?
Yeah.
Just a long silence where you can see he's trying to like process things. And
have you seen her recently?
Why is that any of your business?
Yeah. Because she's my mother. And I want to know if she's all right.
Shoulders past you, starts to go to check the reins on the horse. And he kind of mumbles under his breath, she don't got no business with you.
I'm not trying to make this difficult. I will make it difficult if I have to. But I'm still her son. It doesn't matter if you hate what I look like or not.
And you're my grandson. I don't care about you. He kind of smashes his hand down on the table. We took her away for a reason. You and your kind messing with it. Yeah. Messing with us.
Well, she was a lot happier with our kind, now wasn't she? Now she does nothing. What? Sit on the fucking deck? Won't even talk to you? Fuck you. Get out of here.
What do you do after that?
I'm just gonna grab the figurine out of his hands and throw it on the ground and stomp on it. Be gone with you then. I'll find her on my own.
She wouldn't even recognize you anyway.
That's where you're wrong. She'll know. She'd love nothing more to come back with me.
Don't you? I don't want to find you around Langdale. You hear me?
What are you going to do about it if you do? We can settle it right now if you want, Grandpa.
He gets really close to your face. Like an inch. You can smell the whiskey from the night before on his breath. And he goes, you think just because you got a little bit, and he goes to try and touch one of your tusks. He goes
Go
to
ahead,
grab it.
Tom.
He pushes back, and goes, "You don't know how to respect your elders. Sure as hell
You ain't.
can't respect me." And he spits on the ground in front of you.
Last I checked, you weren't an elder. You were nothing to me. You fucking don't even like me. You fucking hate me. So
You're goddamn right I do.
Respect is earned, bud. Watch your back. I'll just start walking away.
Yeah, that's right. Just be like a coward, one of them tribe members, running around stealing from other people. As you're walking away, he's just yelling at you. He's like, "You ain't nothing. You ain't part of my family." And you can hear the cart start to go off into the distance. Shield or Cena heard it for sure.
I think at that point, when he's yelling, I would probably come out. You are disturbing the peace.
As the cart is moving on, you see Shield kind of muscle out, and Bo, it's up to you if you're hearing this, but you hear you hear that, and
I get in front of the cart.
Oh, you get in front of the cart. The cart stops, and he goes, "What's it to you, Tin Man? I'm getting out of here. I'm not causing any trouble."
You are disturbing the peace.
Legendary defender, and just hits the reins and moves around you and starts to leave the town.
It's all right, Shield. There'll be time.
I don't think he reacts to that. He'll say to the old man, "When you come back, there will be consequences."
I don't need to come back. Now this place is tainted now.
It would appear that it is about to get cleaner. On your way.
Shield, is that humor? Well done. Racist fuck. I'll walk back into the bar.
I was on mute the whole time, sorry.
Was there something you wanted to say, Ursina?
No, I was just saying to poor Rock, are you alright? Because I guess I was there too.
Yeah, I'll be fine. Nothing new.
There's been some commotion outside. Tobias, you've more than certainly yes, Shield.
I think as he goes by, Shield is going to just subtly cast fairy fire on the wood in the cart so that it appears to be on fire.
Okay.
Oh no, your cart's burning.
He rolled pretty high on his perception, and he turns around, and you can see just outside the city gates, he jumps out of his cart and starts like trying to fan the flames away, but they're not dissipating. It's just this fire constantly going, and nothing's really burning. It's just marking it past that point, and you can hear him just say, "God damn it." Just trying to put things away.
Strange occurrences. And he just walks away.
What do you think, Shield? Should I have killed him or something?
Who is he?
Well, I had a sneaking suspicion he was my grandfather, and that was just confirmed.
Then he is family.
Well, that's a tough one, really. I haven't seen him since I was very young. You know what? Maybe this is a story for everyone.
Indeed.
Because yeah, we're gonna have to probably see him again.
He is a disturber of the peace.
Yeah,
he is not welcome here.
Yeah, you're right. So Yeah, you hold up to your end of the bargain when if he ever comes back.
There will be consequences.
Good.
Now, Cypher, you're off in the distance, off in the Feywild itself. You wake up in a field of long grass blowing quite gently, and it's a perfect temperature, not the cold climates that you were used to in Berkton. And Estrella is up there making a pot of tea on a stump and has 2 cups and says, "Good morning, darling. Have you looked over the contract?"
I have. This is just lovely here. I'm tempted just to stay, but I guess I can't do that, can I? Yes, the contract is quite delightful, honestly. And I agree. I concur. I will be your person.
Oh,
You got me.
delightful.
Yeah.
Delightful. Well, Cap brings over a little document, like a little quill for you to sign things, and says, "Remember the tenants on there. Can you tell me the most important thing that you should be upholding on there?"
Is to have fun.
That is absolutely correct.
Yes.
Because what is merrymaking without a little bit of fun?
What is whimsy without any fun?
Absolutely.
Honestly, I was half expecting it to be like, you must give me all of your gold and be my slave. But it's not that at all. It's quite delightful. And I'm honestly quite relieved. I kind of liked these powers, and I liked you, and I was like, please don't let there be like a mic drop, whatever a mic is,
Whatever that is. Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's just all fun and games. And she snaps her fingers, and you see like this little glitter kind of come from it, and you feel different. Really, there is a change almost within your chest, like a warmth, and it kind of pulsates out there. And she goes, "Well, that should be it."
That feels really nice. I immediately just start levitating. I'm like, oh, this is really nice. Oh, this is really fun. I'm
Right,
gonna use
right.
this a
You'll have a
lot.
lot of fun with that for sure.
Yeah. I will. How do you really communicate with me? Do you just like talk to me through Cap, or how do I get a hold of you if I need you? Do I just kind of speak? Or
Oh, if you just speak, you should be fine.
okay.
But Cap generally will deliver messages to me. I will be honest though, I will be looking out for that hag that was
Oh, right.
yes.
That whole terrible thing. Yes, if you could let me know if you have any leads on that, so that I
Absolutely.
can perform some merrymaking on her face. That sounded more like a euphemism than I wanted.
Really did, but hey.
That was meant to be like really threatening, but it didn't work.
That's how I took it, to be fair.
Yes. Yes. Let's not tarnish this beautiful new relationship with that, but please keep me posted on any information you find.
Yes, of course, of course. The one thing I will say is you have yourself a group of friends and comrades there.
Mhm.
Don't forget the one thing in the contract about protection.
Yes, I can only really use my stuff for fun and protection.
And protection, of course, that's number one.
Is that what you're getting at? Is that I'm allowed to use my powers to protect myself and my friends? I feel like that's what you're getting at.
If someone
That's how
comes
I
at you
am
with a
done.
dagger,
I'm going to cast some sort of magic at them. I don't know what it's going to be yet, but it'll just come
so
right
be
out
it.
at them.
We use multiple types of confetti here. It could be people's innards or,
Danger confetti. Oh.
But anyways,
Oh, that's nice.
I'm
Exploding
sure your
confetti.
friends
Oh.
are very concerned about you,
Yes.
and we will make sure that you're brought back in. Snaps her fingers, and it's almost like the ground shifted from you, and you're pulled towards the ground. You're seeing the ground coming towards you, and it's almost like you did a full 180 in like the front. And it's like as you like fell down to the ground turned up to the Madame Mirage's brothel, and you like in front of Madame Mirage, you're like in front in the bar, and like you're just completely back into the area.
Oh, that hurt. Oh, is she still there? Like, or is she gone?
She's gone.
Oh, I wanted to give her a hug. That's how you seal it in my family. I'm giving you a mental hug, Estrella. Caps, tell her I'm giving her a hug. Please.
Yeah,
mental
I get no problem.
You're good. I love you.
Me too.
Thank you for setting all this up for me. Look what I can do now. And I just levitate again. Look at this.
Borak, as you're storming back into Madame Mirage's, that's how you see Cypher enter in, just like into this like through this like almost like portal in front of you.
Hi. Good morning. I just had the craziest night. You don't look great.
Shield is behind him, just like.
Well, I have what happened? I do have to ask that.
Well, what happened with you? You just what was that whole
I
flip
feel like
thing?
mine's a fun thing and yours looks like it's a mad thing, so I think yours takes precedent.
All right. Well, grab the others. There's something I should tell you guys.
Tobias, what are you doing right now, buddy?
I'm still sleeping.
Okay, he's still asleep in bed.
There
up.
is a reason. We will get to that.
Okay.
Sorry, I wanted to do one thing. Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I go to the stable boy before I like leave to follow Shield and Borak?
Absolutely.
I go up to him and be like, "Hey, do you know anywhere that I can find a little something to keep Moon safe on our journey? Is there a shop here? Some magic thing I can buy if I want to take him around?"
You're looking for a little bit of protection for him, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Magical means, huh? Check with Abernathy at the Shop and Quill. Maybe.
Gotcha. Okay.
He has all sorts of magical implements and whatnot.
Might be what I need. Okay, thank you.
Of course.
And then I follow them.
Okay.
I would just, even if Bo doesn't want me to, and he says to go get the other two, I say, okay, I'll go get them. I'll go get Tobias, and I'm going to go and I'm going to give him a hug no matter how much he hates it. It's going to be okay, Bo. We're going to sort this out. You're a good person. And I'll just turn on my legs and go try to find Tobias.
Sorry,
Tobias!
Peter. When he was talking, he said a town name. Sorry, going back to Grant. So what was it? I caught that.
Langdale.
Langdale. Langdale.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it nearby?
It is. And so Borak, you remember back when you were in Hollyvara talking to the woodcrafter. He said it was just north of a town that was just right at the border that you had remembered, which is actually just south of Berkton.
Oh, okay, cool. So it's close.
Yeah, and Shield, you would have recognized the name too. It popped up before you shut down.
Yeah. Do we hate them? Is it like a Springfield Shelbyville thing?
No, no, it is not a Springfield Shelbyville thing.
All right, fine.
Crowd isn't this great in Shelbyville.
Tobias, do you want to like set the setting for what's going on in your room right now? Just in bed, asleep.
So, last night I had one of the most awful times I've ever had trying to get myself to fall asleep. And well, I had an awful dream where I felt like I was just being buried alive. So here I am now, deep as hell in sleep because I didn't sleep all night, and I just am laying in bed on top of the sheets like this.
Oh, damn.
I would probably figure out what room he's in, and I'd crack the door, see him sleeping, and I would just close the door behind me and shape change to look like him, but obviously in my own clothes. And I'm gonna go up to the bed. I'm just gonna gently push on him and say, "Oh, Tobias, it's time to wake up." Just gently push him, stroke his hair a little bit. You're sleeping real creepy, bud. Wait, Tobias.
Slowly the eyes start to flutter.
I thought you might want to be woken by the handsomest, nicest man I know. It's you. Did I make it weird?
Well, you're too kind.
You're sleeping
what
so
time?
weird.
What time is it? Was I? How was I sleeping?
You're sleeping like this. Like an absolute
Did you
sociopath.
immediately know that was Cypher? Were you not surprised at all there was another Tobias?
I would have
to
all
be
my
quite
clothes
honest, I
and
thought I was
jewelry
still
on.
dreaming until she had said that she wanted to wake
The
me up as the
most
most
beautiful
handsome
dream
person.
for Tobias,
Mhm.
is seeing himself.
Well, the dreams I had last night of being buried alive were a far departure of from what I normally dream about, which
Is
is
yourself.
friends,
It's yourself.
family, and myself.
I
That's
was
what I thought you
expecting
meant.
something way different.
What? Are you all right? You're you're sleeping. You dreamed of being buried alive?
I did. It was awful.
It's
I couldn't
probably a
get out.
metaphor.
I lost my magic.
Oh.
Although I don't know if I got a spell for that. Well, I guess I could have just dimension doored out of there. Now to think about it. Why don't I think about these things in my dreams?
Because dreaming you isn't nearly as smart as awake you.
You're just full of the compliments this
Mhm.
morning.
I feel like everyone's in a bit of a bad mood, and I'm feeling chipper as all fuck. So
Well, that's great. I'm also a little hungover, to be honest. I wouldn't mind another drink.
we can do that. I think something happened with Bo, so we have to go check on him too. I gave him a hug, so that'll hold him over for the next 10 minutes, but then he's gonna get cranky again.
Well, tally ho, down to Bo. Let's go.
Tally ho down to Bo. Before I leave the room, we'll change back into the usual cipher.
Okay. Everyone kind of gathers in the now empty Madame Mirage's. A lot of people don't really stay here as an inn. They're kind of like a in and out sort of people, but you have turned this into a pun intended. But they are very much an hourly rate sort of deal. Madame Mirage is kind of like walking around, not really sure what to give you. So there's like leftover fruit from the night before. There's like she just refers to it as breakfast wine and puts it on the table and kind of sets this table out, and you all kind of go down and sit around this large kind of ornate table in the middle of the brothel.
Well, this is nice.
Yeah. All right.
Everyone seems a little off. Do we want to go around the table?
Yeah. Why don't we start with you, Orsina?
Oh, I was just awakened by yelling noises outside, and it was Bo and this crappy old man.
Gotcha.
Crappy old man. All right. Let's continue down that road. Crappy old man, Bo, go. All
right. So there's something I got to tell you guys.
You're pregnant. I knew it. Just kidding.
I do not believe that he can bear children.
You don't know that.
I don't know.
You're like up here. You probably need to come down maybe like 2 notches right now, I think.
I'm listening.
All right. So we're going to do a little bit of story time quickly. I'll make this as short as I can. So as you know, I'm a half orc. My mother was a human. My father was an orc.
Mhm.
I come from a tribe in the wasteland, or the
The way.
Ravi
Yeah.
Plains.
Timrabi Plains. Thank you. My people, as you know, Cypher, subsisted off raiding small villages and towns around the Timrabi Plains.
Lovely.
It was custom for them, if they found children under the age of 10 years old, to take them in as their own.
Didn't love it either.
Yeah, well, it's better than killing them, right? So,
I do not understand why you don't love that. Is that not what you did with the bear?
Well, I did not.
Bear didn't have
with the bear.
Shield makes a
Anyway.
good point.
It's anyway.
Anyway, so my mother was one of those that were taken when she was 8 years old. She grew up with us. The tribe loved her as one of our own, and she married my father. They were very happy, and I was born soon afterwards. At some point around the age of 10 or 11 myself, after my father had died, there was a party of humans that came and found us and found my mother, whom at that time now looked very much like one of the tribe's people, and not so much a civilized human from one of the towns, in their eyes at least. She spoke our languages and basically had grown up with our customs. Well, they took her back, stole her back. She didn't want to go. She ripped out all her hair and was dragged back to human society, basically to a place of outreach where we couldn't get back to her. Everything I've heard after that is basically just word of mouth and what I've heard here and there, but from my understanding, she never got over that and has lived basically a life as a mute, sitting on her porch in a rocking chair, whittling toys and not saying anything to anybody. I guess she tried to escape multiple times and they keep her there. And generally, she's kind of shacked up to the house.
So just so I understand, she was a part of a village that you raided, that the tribe raided, and instead of dying in that raid, decided to join you.
She didn't decide. We took her because she was under 10 and raised her as one of our own. Yeah.
Oh, okay, I understand. And then was taken by humans that don't know her.
No, her family. It was her family. Her very rich father and uncle put together a posse and came and got her back.
I understand.
This was many years after she had been taken.
So what took them so long then?
Well, that's a pretty good question. We can ask him that next time we see him, because there was my grandfather.
He's not a very pleasant man.
No, he doesn't really like our kind. As you can see, he's pretty racist when it comes to orcs or half orcs. I've only met him the one time when she was taken. I thought I recognized him last night, but I just want to know she's okay. And it seems that this Langdale place isn't too far away from here.
It's not?
I know that there's a lot of mixed feelings that can be had from this whole scenario. I see their side. Obviously, she was taken. They wanted her back. But I think in all this, we forget that she's her own person. And she didn't want to go back.
I was exactly going to say that very thing. At this point, she is a grown-ass woman.
And they forced her to leave you behind.
Yeah. So it's a convoluted issue. But it's something that I guess well, not I guess, I know that I have to sort out before we leave here. So,
Absolutely.
Clarification.
mhm,
Your mother is being held against her will?
yes.
Yeah.
Unacceptable.
Yeah.
I agree.
Hmm. Now,
We should go see this through. We should, help you get some peace of mind here. Because there's one thing that you can't really deny, and that's a mother's love.
well,
We will go
let's
get
hope
her.
so. I
She will have a room here. She will be safe.
thank you, Shield.
Well, she at least deserves her choice, for sure.
Mhm.
She's
Now,
not been granted that.
I don't know what type of faculties she's going to have when we get there, or if she'll even remember who I am. So I don't want you to judge her on that. It just kind of be fluid with how this all goes, but
Of course.
we need to
She is your mother.
figure it out.
You are of Berkton. She is of Berkton.
Oh,
Thank you, Shield.
It's that
Shield, the
simple.
old softy.
I do not understand.
The figure of speech. You're a good
I'm-
warforged. You're a good person.
I am mostly wood and metal. Nothing about me is
You're a
soft.
very good wooded metal you are.
You certainly are. And Bo, when it comes to mothers, I'm always down. So let's go get your mother and help her from. I did.
I liked that.
Yeah, well,
That's a good way to
well,
lighten
well
the mood
played.
there, Tobias. Threatening
Tobias,
to
please
believe
don't
it or
try
not.
to have relations
I will
with my
not.
mother.
No, that is not what I meant. Total respect. Total
Thank you.
respect.
For now.
Anyway,
Not your mom, Bo.
Just mothers.
just mothers in general. Anyway, that's my heavy shit for the morning. I appreciate having y'all with me for this.
So do we know which whereabouts this town is?
Langdale.
Well,
Langdale.
It is
Shield.
south of here.
You would know that Langdale is probably just a day's trip down the road it's in between Berkton and here. Sorry, Berkton and closer to the Scale Bear Mountains, which you're a part of.
It is to the south of here. 1 day's ride.
Day ride. We need horses.
No, we can use
Horses.
horses. No,
Although-
it's not horses.
If he's just left and he has a cart, he's not going to get there before we get there. We could probably outrun him. Then we can
It's true.
swoop in, get her out, say, "What do you want to do?" And then she can be like, "I want to do this," and then we'll help her do that. Or we can wait for him to get there and confront everyone.
Hmm.
Yeah, I kind of want to scope out the place, see what kind of trouble we're gonna find there.
That's probably
If it's in the town, if it's outside of the town, if it's I don't want to go in for once guns a blazing, which is odd for me. I know.
I was about to
Yeah,
say
I'm
you're
actually-
showing some real growth.
Yeah, I'm quite surprised you didn't punch him, if I'm being honest. I mean, I'm proud of you. Not everything
much
needs
as
to be
I-
violent.
Trust
I
me,
don't
I really, really, really wanted to, but I didn't want to risk her safety, and I also wanted to be able to follow him back to where he was going. At least this way I know what he looks like and I know what he's been wearing, so if we get near there, then I can ping him
Okay.
with
Well,
one of my
we'll
Get
follow
spells.
you.
Lucina
all of this.
to cast a fart noise on him.
Yes.
I was
That
gonna
worked
say,
so
so
well
it's
before.
fair game after we get there.
Yeah.
We'll all punch the old man. Just-
Well, we'll follow your lead, Bo.
All right.
And also, do you want another hug?
I mean, why not? We're already
And I'll
in
just
this.
lean over the tail. I'll just give him another hug. We got you.
I'll pour him another
We go get your
breakfast
mom.
wine.
I'll find the fur part of whatever.
There's not much
There it
fur
is.
up here, but the hair.
Oh, okay. All right.
Get into
Well,
the braid.
that's fine.
And I'll just put some of my flowers in his hair without him really realizing that I'm doing it.
As you all are talking and discussing, you hear from behind the bar, you hear, "Well, I think your grandfather's an asshole," and you see Madame Mirage just kind of like leaning up on the bar, kind of just like cleaning her nails and like the jewels just hanging off, and she's like hanging up off of her horns, just looking around. She's like, "Langdale, do you need any help from me?"
Well, what can you do to help?
Well, and she
The answer
snaps
is
her
yes,
finger.
always.
She snaps her finger, and a door just opens up behind in the storage room. And she snaps her fingers again, and a bunch of boxes just move off there. If you can keep it quiet, let's just say there are some illicit substances that go between here and Langdale, and I might have a little connection over there.
Oh my god, you're amazing.
Well,
Are you
that
saying you have a
just
secret tunnel?
works out.
You're
Oh,
amazing.
well.
No, Tobias, my sweet darling. It's just a teleportation circle.
Oh, I love it either way.
I
I
did
love
like
secret
one of
things.
those the other time.
This is phenomenal.
Well,
You're
yeah,
I will
that
have
helps out
follow-up
tremendously,
questions
so.
later.
You are so magical. That's amazing.
Oh, sorry, Shield. Yes, I forgot. You're back, and you are the defender. You're sort of the god of the town. Shit.
This currently works in my favor, so we will speak of it later.
And also, illicit doesn't mean bad.
Oh no, they totally are illegal. I'm just gonna be honest now. I'm already in trouble.
Barrage, stop.
I am less concerned about legality
Oh, good.
as I am
Defending.
about safety.
Okay.
And frankly, everyone's safer if they're on a little bit of illegal substances. Frankly,
So,
just me.
are we going to Langdale now? Or I mean, I can set you up there. Whenever you're ready.
You know
The
what,
teleportation circles.
That means we have a minute, so you guys also had shitty things happen, or you had a good thing happen, Cypher. I don't know.
I had a great thing happen.
All right, you first then.
You want me to go? I go?
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
go now.
I don't know if you've noticed, but my magic's kind of been changing a little bit recently. I've kind of been dabbling in magic that I didn't quite understand, but don't worry, it was good magic, I swear. And then last night, Cap, you know Cap, the little moth that shows up, very cute, very pink, very sweet. He helped. We went through a portal to the Feywild, and I met Estrella, the most amazing, darling woman. She's now my my patron. I work with her, and she's giving me magical powers. And now I can do even cooler things than I did before. And I just kind of levitate out of my seat a little bit. Like, look at this. Look, I can just levitate. And then I just cast a silent image next to me that's just like me talking to me. I'm like, look at the things I can do now. And then the image dissipates. I'm like, and so that is, and I got to spend the night in the Feywild, in the fucking Feywild. And I guess a side note that's not as happy. I think I know what happened to my mom. I think I know why she got sick. And so we might have to hunt down a hag at some point. But we're going to put a pin in that because I'm waiting to hear about the hag location. But yeah, so all good things. I just get to be more powerful.
Well, that's great.
Yeah. And I get to
Yeah.
I get to share
More tricks.
spread mirth. All of the mirth. So if I pull more pranks than normal, that's why.
All right.
Yay.
Well, my stuff isn't as fun. I had an awful sleep last night. Trying not to be so cranky this morning. Cypher's definitely helped me break out of my little funk that I had going on earlier. But yeah, took forever to fall asleep. Had a bit of a headache. Dreamt about being buried alive, which isn't something I particularly dream about. Kind of threw me off a bit. Then I finally, kind of was in a deep sleep. Looked like I was sleeping like a corpse, just in a coffin. So that's cool.
It's terrifying, actually.
Yeah, Cypher woke me up as me, and what can I say? It's good to be here.
Is there anything we should like read into that whole scenario? Like, is that out of the ordinary for you, or?
Well, to be quite honest, I've never been one to get headaches, and had one last night. And I don't think it was the alcohol, because I didn't drink that much, but I had an awful hangover this morning. Maybe this is something that we should monitor.
Didn't you do something with the ring yesterday?
I mean, I put the ring on and had a bit of a connection or vision, you might say, to the probe, and oh, you know what? Now to think about it, in my dream last night, I kind of remember the same voice talking to me while I was buried. Yeah.
Tobias, you're far too smart to forget these kind of details. Come on.
Well,
Wait, how did you get the ring again? I
From
thought.
the
I think
body.
you like showed it to
No,
him to see
No,
if
no, no,
there's
no,
some
no.
like.
I know that, but how did he get it back? Because we were keeping that away from him.
No, before we kept it away from him.
I don't
Oh.
have the ring.
He did
Oh,
touch the
okay.
ring when he was the one examining the ring and holding the ring for a little bit during the
I
short
see,
rest.
I see. All right, yeah.
But it seems, I don't know, it seems there's like echoes of the ring I'm kind of getting now.
We should
Yeah,
monitor.
we might want to
should
monitor
monitor that. Yeah.
You didn't succumb to the power of the will of the ring when you first got it, right? You resisted it?
No, I did not. I did not succumb to the ring. I
Inception.
resisted.
Is he
So
lying?
let's monitor that, Tobias.
12. Are you lying?
I'm not lying.
Okay. Well, maybe this is just a positive affirmation situation. Remember that you're great, you're not dying, you're not going to lose your powers because your powers are from book smarts and you can't lose that. And you're not going to get buried alive. I will unbury you every time. I promise.
Well, thank you. I'm gonna stick around to you then.
Yeah. I think that might be a part of my new. I think I can help with that sometimes. If you ever feel like you're dying, I can help with that.
Okay.
I think. I haven't tried it.
I'm interested to find out. See how that goes.
Yeah.
Does that mean one of us has to die for you to try it out?
No, it doesn't have to ever get to that point.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
How about we try not to die? Everyone just tries not to die. That sounds like
sound strategy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
If I do die, though, you know to publish the memoirs, correct?
Yes, we know to publish the memoir.
Okay. Thank you.
And I'm allowed to edit it, right? You said that when you were dreaming.
Nope, I have imbued it with magical seal. There will be no editing.
Yeah, you
All the
gave
time
me the
out.
password to, and I'm allowed to edit.
So if
But-
you
You don't
die
remember that?
unexpectedly, it'll
It
just
is not 1,
end.
2, 3, 4.
No, nobody will be able to finish the memoir. You'll just disappear. It'll just end.
The memoir will end when I end. Yes.
That's
So
not a
you think-
great ending.
Well, I think that is the most true ending one could ask for.
Tobias, can I write the epilogue?
We
or
should be
forward?
able to write the epilogue.
The epilogue will be up for interpretation by my friends.
Aw, sweet.
So
So we have
us.
dibs on the
So
epilogue?
change
So, yeah,
the
let's-
seal so we can epilogue it.
Yes.
You don't think I have built that in? Of course I've built it in.
Well, who's going to check your spelling and grammatical errors?
There are none.
I don't believe that. Even the most intelligent person forgets a comma here and there, Tobias. I've seen it.
I'm so magical. I have a magical quill that I've used that is an
Proofreader.
autocorrect.
Oh, okay. And you don't think that's prone to fall? Anyway, I'm just saying. I can edit it for you.
Unseen servant that writes it down for him.
If there are spelling and grammatical errors in the memoir, it is because that was my intention and therefore will stay in the memoir, and people will look at my brilliance and say, oh, maybe we should start
Mhm.
spelling things like that now.
I think that's just an excuse that really smart people use when they've messed up.
Does
Well-
this portal expire? Or...
Yeah, we should
Oh
probably.
no,
you know what?
darlings! I haven't even. I have to obviously do the magic for you to go through. You do whatever you want. Tell me when you want to go. If you got to do things in town, it's fine.
I mean, I'm good to
No,
go. I'm
we're
kinda
going back. We're
anxious
coming
to
back,
get
right?
How do we
this.
get back from Langdale? From Langdale. How do we get back here?
Oh, it'll just Rusty will take you back.
Rusty. Who's Rusty?
Oh, Rusty's my man in Langdale.
Perfect. Rusty in Langdale. Does he own another establishment called Rusty's Mirage?
Oh no, he's a drug dealer.
Rusty. Okay.
Yes, you see, Rusty, I picked him up along the way on my travels, and you know he really wanted to be a part of the product,
Yep.
and unfortunately, well, you know what? I'll just leave it.
Wait
Maybe
a second.
don't
What
say
kind of
too much.
what kind of drugs does he provide?
Shield, let's go this way.
No. I would like to hear this.
Hey,
Orsina tries to push Shield, and it's just like just moving up against the thing. Well, just more of the ones to enhance the experience of some of our limper clientele.
I understand.
Also, there's some that just get you completely and totally fucked up. There's some. Have you heard of gnome dust?
Mhm.
No.
Hmm,
Of course I
no.
have.
Yes,
Shield,
it's-
weren't you created by gnomes?
Oh no,
Oh.
we don't grind up the gnome's shield. What we do? It's a mushroom that is found near
Do
Langdale.
they come pre-ground?
No. Rusty gets the mushrooms and he grinds them himself.
So not gnomes.
No, there's no gnomes. It's mushrooms. It's from a gnome cap mushroom.
I would be fine if it was gnomes. Just to be clear.
Okay.
Shield's
Absolutely.
ethics are confusing to say the least.
I am not on good terms with gnomes.
Doesn't like gnomes.
All gnomes have somehow slighted you.
Yes.
That's stupid.
Okay.
Let's go.
So no. Hold on a second, because I'm flooding with ideas right now.
All right.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Ways to fuck with my shitty grandfather.
Oh.
I can
Tell
make
me
more
everything.
fart noises.
I could squeeze his neck hard enough that his head pops off.
We
That is
find where he
always a
lives,
solid
knock on his
option.
door, and run away.
I don't quite have a read on his ethics anymore. I really thought I
can-
understood, and I don't.
We can poop on his deck. That's what we can do.
On his dick?
His dick.
Good joke.
Bringing it back around.
Yeah, we
Full
forgot.
circle.
And now we have it.
Yeah.
Anyway, we can storyboard this, but yeah, what kind of, so drugs. I'll just talk to Rusty on the other side. We'll figure that out.
Yes, please. He's the one who knows it all. I just sell it.
Yeah, because I'm thinking we can, like, I mean, if they have the ones that kind of, we could like put a bunch of that in some of his tea, and then he has this like a medical condition that lasts for more than 4 hours, and he gets real freaked out about it. And then
I don't know if
That's-
he'll
Mhm.
find that annoying. Maybe he'll be happy about that.
yeah, you know what? We got to workshop this some more. That was maybe not a good one.
No, it has a lot of potential. It's got good bones.
It's got
We're
good
gonna cut it
bones.
off.
Yeah, we could cut it off. There we go. Yeah.
Why would you die?
Whole
Completely the
different
other
direction.
direction.
Whole
Wow,
different
we got
direction.
popping
but-
his head off. We got popping other parts off. There's a lot of options here.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, if we kill one, we got to kill all of them, because honestly, if they find out I did it, then they're just gonna go and try and bring a posse to the tribe
That's
and
fair.
kill them. So
This is
I
the
gotta
second
try.
second time you've used that word. What is posse?
Posse is a group of people. We are a small posse.
Oh, I thought it was referring to a
Oh.
band of those animals.
That's a
Possum?
possum.
The possum. Yeah.
I was wrong. I should have
Mhm.
known that.
Yeah, so a posse is just a large group of people that are generally angry.
I thought
Oh,
it was a
such a-
mob.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also a mob. Yes, it is a synonym for
Mob.
posse.
Trepasse.
All right.
All right.
Mhm.
Well, I guess let's go to Langdon and scope out the place.
Before
Sounds
we get
We
good.
are
there,
coming back here after though.
Yes, we are
I
coming
still
back
want to
here.
buy one of those awesome coats.
I need to find something for Moon Moon anyway, so let's come back. But
Yeah, we'll come back here for sure.
Well, I mean, I don't know if you'll be able to get back to. I'm assuming Ormkirk from Langdale, so we'll take care of Moon Moon for you here. Is that all right with you, Orsina?
Better.
yep.
Perfect. All
Sweet,
right.
yeah.
Well, everyone in the storage room. This isn't the first time I've had to say that.
Thank you, Mirage.
No problem.
And as we get up, I'm like, Tobias, can I give you a hug too? I feel like you've had a hard day already.
would
and
like a hug.
It's only 7
Sure.
a.m. Give him a big hug. Say, you're not gonna die.
yes, everyone loves each other. Okay.
Wait, is there
I-
a bag? I might throw up.
What?
I might
The
throw up. The
teleportation
last time I
circle?
did
She's
this,
not really good with the
I'm-
teleportation
I
circles.
thought that only happened on your first time.
I'm scared.
Okay.
Fair.
Shield
Good
happens
bag.
to have a sack, and he'll just be like, "Here."
Not a burlap sack again. Oh god.
Okay.
It's-
Well,
Wouldn't it be funny
Well-
if she threw open the bag of holding and then we summoned the vomit onto your dad?
It's
Mm.
woven cotton.
Again, we can make sure we can workshop
keep-
this.
Okay. Let's hope I
All
don't.
right,
We'll
through the
keep sack
portal.
then.
okay.
Tally-ho.
The yeah, no. Yes, there's 5 of them. Uh-huh. One is one is a walking piece of armor. Yeah. yes. You hear her whisper something off into the. She kind of covers her mouth, and
I try to hear it.
you listen in a little bit. And you can hear her saying like, "Make sure you're hiding a lot of the stuff."
Okay.
And she's like, "All right, Rusty knows you're coming. Don't worry about him. He's a little eccentric. Everyone in."
I'm so excited.
We will talk about safety when I return.
Sounds great.
That sounded like a threat.
A lot of OSHA violations here, so
I am now incredibly nervous. Okay. Everyone
anything
pile
happen to Mirage.
in. And you see her like flick her hands in this like kind of crimson trail of like almost like a light beam happens, and it kind of goes around the teleportation circle, and you are lifted off. The ground kind of goes away from you, and you land in a small storeroom. Yes, Cypher.
As we're doing it, I want to silent image an image of the group still standing there as we're
Okay.
teleported away so that she thinks it didn't work at first.
As you're pulling away, you almost hear like, "Did it not work?" And then just like you go away from there. You find yourself in like almost like you're touching like dirt in this little shed around you here. And you can hear a voice in the background just like, what is that? And you hear a door open. You see like this incredibly emaciated old man hunched over with a long beard, like his teeth look like a graveyard, just all broken teeth just kind of hanging out left and right. He's bald except at the sides. He's got these like wildly sides. He's like, "Are you the group?"
I believe so.
yeah.
We
Are
are
you
the
Rusty?
group.
Yeah.
Oh, excellent. We're in the right place.
And you must be the suit of armor.
His
I
name
What
is
gave that
Shield.
away?
It's a shield. Yeah.
I do not
He
understand why
knocks
people
on you,
keep-
just.
Well,
Well,
that's
I wouldn't do
person,
that.
Rusty. We don't knock without consent.
That
He's
is-
just a suit of armor. What does he know?
No, he's real.
that
Yeah,
is
he knows
incredibly invasive.
Yeah, he's a real person, just like you.
He's
Hey.
also super violent. So.
Old man, you got to back up.
Okay.
We're We're doing this for your own
Mustache is a
good.
little feisty, I see.
Mm-hmm. Yes, he's just so feisty.
Oh,
Sexy.
Yep. Hey, Rusty, nice to meet you. I'm Cypher. This is Bo. This is Tobias, Shield, and Orsina.
we're seeing a roll of Constitution saving throw.
Oh, I thought it was
Oh,
just
yeah.
the first time. Why do we do this to each other? It's a 9.
The 9. You just kind of like, but you hold it in.
Yep.
You hold
good,
it in.
Good. Okay.
So
Okay.
I think Shield was ready for that, and as she does this, immediately sack.
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you.
Jump.
Mm,
Oh,
Okay,
he's
Shield.
quick. So, what brings you out of Langdale?
Oh, it's family business.
Have you heard of the mute woman? She was rescued from some Ravi Plains quite a few years back. She might be living around here.
Oh yeah, the Holdens. Yeah, I know them.
Yeah. Do they have a farm or house, something like that?
Oh
in
yeah,
town?
they got the estate. Pretty
How many
Mhm.
big.
people? How many people reside on this estate?
You got the lady there, the mute. I don't know her name. You got Eli. That's the old one with the mustache, and then you got. Well, you got. I think there's 3 boys over there. Maybe I'm gonna say I've seen about 6 or 7 of them in there.
All right.
Are they nice folk?
I mean, they like their wood carving, that's for sure. They're all like some fancy woodworkers over there.
Oh.
Do they ever partake in your specialties?
Oh no,
No, straight.
no, they fear the forebears. I'll tell you that. They like to kneel to the preachers. So
All right.
Are they well liked in the community? Would they be missed?
I mean, they don't cause no harm, and they do make so many nice little wood carvings.
Are the wood
Mhm.
carvings special, or are they just wood? Or they're like stash wood carvings?
Hey, you mind if we don't do this in my back shed? Can we go inside the house?
Oh, sure. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, that works.
We are
Thanks.
all business today.
All
We're
right.
on it.
You as you exit out of this wooden shed, you're in a very like wooded, bare trees, small village, and you can see off in the distance on a hill an actual like large estate lit by candles. Even in the day here, there's little candles burning in the windows. He brings you into this little. If that was his shed, this is close to just a shack. He opens up the door and you see 2 goblins just kind of sitting there like playing cards, and goes, "Walter, Jesse, get out of here." And you see the goblins just they just scramble away. He's like, "Please sit down. What can I do for you?"
Walter and Jesse. Are those the Breaking Bad twins, or?
They break bad every now and then.
Yeah.
I just thought, oh my god, I just realized that. That's great.
I would
Um,
like to ask about that, but it can wait.
Okay, big guy.
So, Rusty, I'm curious about your wares, but more on the prank side of things. What can fuck with someone's constitution a little bit? You
You
know,
want him to shit himself?
Yeah.
that's a great option. Yes, that.
What else you got?
Pass out.
Trip balls.
Trip balls, also big one. Yeah.
Well, hold on 1 second. He gets up. He kind of goes into this little false door and just hits it, a false wall, and opens it up. And there's just a plethora of vials and little small bags. And he's like, "Well, take your pick. I mean, we got stuff that's gonna make
Noted.
someone.
Hey, this isn't hurting anyone, and we're out of Berkton. Your
But it
jurisdiction.
comes to Berkton.
No,
But
no.
it doesn't
It-
hurt anyone, and we
Not
don't
these
know
ones.
it. Yep.
Well, we got
Mara-
stuff. We got stool softener, if
Love
you
it.
ever need that. I mean, are you looking for the stuff that we, the gnome dust?
Sure.
That'll
what
make
does
you.
that do?
That'll make you just see stars.
Yeah, let's talk about gnome dust.
All
And
right.
then
Well,
I also want some of those stool softeners.
Yeah.
well, you got the money.
Heck yeah. Well, how much does it cost?
Figure that out after you're done. What you're picking
Alright.
up today. But
Hey, tell us about gnome dust.
gnome dust. Well, typically, it's put in underneath the lip, dissolves, and then after maybe 10 minutes, you're gonna start feeling like you're flying. And when I mean flying, I mean you're a little bit more happy. You want to hug people. You want to dance. You want to jump around. Stuff like that. A little bit more excitable. And then after that, you're gonna crash after a couple hours.
Have you tried any of your own wares?
All of them.
Oh, are you
Is it
on any
part-
right now?
No, this is just Rusty.
And they are safe.
Pardon me.
Are they safe? I think you said.
You
Are they
froze.
safe? I mean,
They are safe.
if you take too much of it, I mean, anything.
They
safe.
are safe.
They're safe. Yes.
Yeah. Good answer.
We froze.
Oh my gosh.
They're safe.
It works with a character though.
I'm not asking. I'm saying.
There's this thing that's going to. I mean, if you want some stuff that's going to knock people out, I do have some sleep aids as well.
No,
Yeah.
I think the way to go here is make him really, really happy and excited, but also need to poop his pants at the
All right.
same time.
So does it have to dissolve under the lip, or can it be put in food and or drink?
I mean, you can put it in a drink pretty easily.
Perfect. Can I get 10 doses of that?
10?
Yeah.
Like, how much are they a dose?
He holds up a little vial filled with this kind of glittering, kind of earthy looked dust, and he goes, "Oh, that's one that you usually would take for the night, but 10 of them, that's gonna."
Yeah, I need an 8-ball of gnome dust. So.
Why do you need 8 of them? I thought you said 10.
Oh, 10.
Expression.
Sorry,
Oh.
my drug expressions are dated.
Oh, it's okay.
But how much does it cost per dose?
Well, for 10, I'm assuming Mirage said she's going to be cutting a better deal with me this time, though, right?
For sure.
Honestly, she didn't mention.
No,
Oh.
she did mention that.
I
Yeah.
wasn't listening.
Roll deception.
Me.
Well,
Come
yeah.
on. 10.
Can it be with advantage? Because we're all like, yeah.
Yeah, it was
Okay,
like
yeah,
a
with
mutual
advantage, with
understanding.
advantage. Y'all.
Oh, nice. So
Not
19.
like yeah. I'm
She'll just turn this way. Again.
So what was that? Sorry, Borak?
So 19 for the second one or a 10 for the first one. So if we're doing advantage,
Okay.
19.
19. He goes, "Oh, so she's going to cut me a deal then. Well, at this point, what I could do for you is this. I'll let you have all 10 of these for 100 gold."
Okay.
How about all 10 of those and 2 stool softeners for 100 gold?
Just because I like you, I'll throw the stool softeners in for free.
Oh, you're a gem,
Wow.
Rusty.
All right, deal.
Service to the community.
Here's 10 platinum.
If that's 20 for each of us, then if shields, if shields included in that.
Oh, I was just going to buy myself. If you guys want to chip in, then go for it. But
I was gonna chip in.
Nah.
well, do you want a couple then for yourself,
I
and
do-
just throw me?
I do not own money.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'll take at least 3 like if you want to keep all 10 for yourself, sure. But I also
Well,
would go in with you.
if you want 3, I'll take 7, and then I'll pay 70 gold, and you pay 30. And there you go.
Excellent.
All right. Well, he kind of takes a little bag out and he goes, "Don't be flashing this around. You know, this gnome dust is not really, you know, exactly legal as Mr. Shield over here likes to point out. What are you planning to do with this?"
Recreational fun.
Really big orgy.
Oh,
Biggest.
you want some? You want some
No,
Medusa?
we won't need that.
You don't need no
issues
Medusa?
yet.
No,
No
we're
issues yet.
we're really good at orgies. We don't need it.
Well, hold on.
I'm assuming that's the.
I have a
the-
buyer right over there. I see him.
Whoa, tell me more.
Medusa. Simple as that. You take one look at the lips, and you know you're going hard at the end of the day, like a rock.
Oh.
Hence the name Medusa.
Oh. Kind of on the nose.
Yeah, well, I mean, these are drugs. There's not supposed to be a Bible or anything.
Tell you've been selling for a long time.
Yeah, well, you gotta, when no one wants to buy the old meat anymore, you gotta sell some stuff.
Well, I'm gonna pass. I have no need for Medusa, unfortunately.
I can clearly tell that you are a strapping lad.
You should say
What are you-
fortunately, not unfortunately.
What are you, 60?
Well, I'm getting there. I'm in my 57th year.
Oh, me? You won't. You probably won't get it, but I look I'm 68 actually. So
Oh, well.
looking at him, he looks like 85.
Is he
Well,
humanoid? Is he human?
He's a human. He's a human.
Yeah. Oh. It's
That's,
just that you're vibrant.
never
Rusty.
would've known.
You're so vibrant.
It's your disposition for sure.
Rusty, you gotta moisturize.
Eh. No time to moisturize. Just sell.
Respect the hustle.
So back to the
Respect
deal
the hustle.
Mirage said she was gonna cut. Is this gonna be a big deal?
Oh, definitely.
No, I don't know what kind of deal. She just said that she was going to be offering a deal because you so graciously took us through, and you're going to let us go back.
But if
Alright.
we were to read the vibe of the room, it was probably going to be a good deal.
I was
Yeah.
just curious because she didn't tell us the nature of it. What would the nature of it be?
Deal?
Ah,
You're gonna buy more drugs from me.
she's gonna buy more drugs from you. Got it.
And then
Well,
she's
we
gonna
just bought
sell
a whole
them.
bunch of drugs from you. So, I mean,
We're part of the deal.
really, we're part of the deal.
Huh.
Exactly. I think
That's
that's
what
what she
of it
intended.
like that.
Yep.
Yeah,
Maybe you were the deal all along.
I think we were.
maybe. Kind of
Interesting.
lucked out. She just kind of like handed you a bunch of people buying drugs on a silver platter.
It's always so
That's
nice.
true.
Yeah.
Walter, Jesse, come in here. You see these two goblins just like that, just kind of walk in, and they're just wearing just like loincloths only, and they have like these beer guts kind of hanging out. And he's like, "See this? Mirage brought us a big deal today. Isn't that nice?" And they just look at each other and just, yeah. You don't even understand what the hell they're saying at this point.
Yeah, good talk.
Well, it was nice of you gents to dress up for us.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Should you not be wearing some sort of like face protection to hide the fumes? I assume you guys are making the drugs.
You see Walter and Jesse look at each other and go, ah.
All right, cool.
They know their stuff.
Mhm.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Well, could you point us in the direction of the Holden's
Up the hill,
Yeah.
right?
estate?
Yeah, just go up the hill. That's probably it. You walk out of this door. You're gonna go to the left. You're gonna head straight up there. All right.
All right, perfect. Thank you so much for your help.
No problem. And that's where we'll take a quick 10-minute break,
Awesome.
folks. We'll see you back here at 9:10 Eastern Standard Time. Don't do drugs, okay?
Mm-hmm.
That's all
Don't
we're
do
gonna
drugs,
say.
kids.
Don't
Do drugs
kids.
safely.
Even though Rusty sells drugs, don't do them.
Just do them safe.
Might be good
Only
though.
organic drugs.
Only
the
organic.
mushrooms.
Okay. Anyways, break time. You all step out into the rather small village of Langdale. Not many houses around here. Just a small little inn/bar tavern. And it's all very dirt road, very just country-esque. Just as Rusty explained, though, amongst the small little houses that dot the horizon, little thatched roofs, there is a large, kind of gaudy house that's just painted massive, like bright white, with a large kind of Viking style roof where like smoke's kind of billowing out of the multiple chimneys that line it. It's midday. There are some folks out and about in the town. What are y'all doing?
So, I don't really know what your plan is, Bo. I will just offer a couple things that I think I can do. I think I can turn us all into whatever we want, like disguise-wise. I think I could cast something to do that if you wanted to not look like us. We could probably look like animals or just humanoids. Not sure, but I could figure it out. Or I have a casting of really good invisibility, and I know Tobias does too. So if we want to kind of go invisible, we might be able to do that. That's what I have to offer magically. And other than that, I just got your back.
Peter, sorry, God.
Master.
Yes, now I respond.
Yeah. What can I do a history check to figure out if I know what religion or god that they are
Absolutely. Go
subservient to? Yeah.
Go ahead.
14.
14. So you remember as a kid your mother talking about like where she came from, and the tribe, the Bloodhand tribe, really worshipped the nature in itself, and following with the gods there. I'm just getting it open here in the background here for you so I can give you the actual names.
Yeah, sorry to throw that one on you.
No, it's fine. You know what? It's not often that I get to just bring up my religion sheets as per usual that I have them, which I'm very happy with. Here we go. Okay, so you can tell for you as the Bloodhands worshipped Kala, the Earth Shaper, and Fimnis, the Life Maker, but for her parents, she always mentioned that they worshiped the Forebearers, which were like the original gods. So they always mentioned, she always mentioned that they worship Vana, the Scale Bearer, who kind of keeps things in balance. She's the main person that kind of holds the scales of Aslos, and then her brother Azaris, who's the idealist, is on they worship that's kind of on one side of the scale. And then there's Ignir. You heard of Ignir, and you saw a statue of Ignir in the crypt. That's the guide, kind of the people that worship, that bring you into the afterlife. So they worship the Forebears.
Perfect. Well, do those the forebearers worshippers have some sort of garb they wear to church, like a holy person or something like that? Is there traveling missionaries or something that?
Yes. So the idealists, so Azaris, is brought forward with light. So generally people who worship Azaris have candles, have kind of bright garments, bright robes. That's the one thing that you remember.
They do have candles in their windows. On the hill.
All right. So stick with me here.
Okay.
If you can disguise us,
Mhm.
can you disguise our face?
Absolutely. I can change your entire appearance to look like whatever you want, as long as you have the same amount of limbs. That's a very specific rule, I think.
I think we do. Yeah, I would assume. Does anyone else? No, anyway, what if? So we'll scout out the house, and you guys can walk up like you're missionaries and talk to the family and see if you can, sit down and talk about the word of the forebears. While I sneak in the back somewhere and try and find my mother. You can also say, oh, we have this special tea that we like to drink with our fellow patrons, and we just get them all fucked up.
So they can't follow us.
Yeah.
Ooh, this is an excellent plan. That's like the best plan I've ever heard come out of your face.
This is some
I think
Ocean's 11
your
shit.
mom would be on the porch. Maybe.
She might be on the porch. If she doesn't, so that we can hope. That's the hope. If she's on the porch, that makes my job really fucking easy. If she's not, then it's going to be a little more interesting.
So you're thinking we'll do a scouting situation first, and then go with plan disguise second.
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
Now, Shield, you might want to stick with me as a sentry or something like that, or try not to talk as much.
I can change
I don't
what
know.
he looks like too. I just can't change.
I'm not afraid of his looks. I'm afraid of the nuance that will come with the situation. That I don't know if.
Shield, how are you at acting, do you think?
I do not act.
Okay.
Better stick with Bo.
No.
No. Could you remain can you say lies? Or can you only speak truths?
I have not tried.
Okay, why don't you try right now? Tell me my hair is purple.
Why would I tell you your hair is purple?
I just want to see if you're capable of lying. I'm trying to see if you have that connection in your circuitry.
But your hair is not purple.
It isn't. That's because it's a lie I'm trying to tell you to tell. You know what a lie is.
Yes.
And can you say that?
What value does this lie have?
Well, this lie has no value except for to tell us if you're capable of lying. And that's where its value is.
I am able to say that your hair is purple.
Okay, there we go. So you are capable of lying, which means that you could maybe work as a part of the lying team if
I don't know if I would chalk it up to a maybe. I think that's like maybe 20% he might work.
Yeah.
I mean, on the positive side, if you guys get found out, Shield is a good person to have inside with you if shit goes sideways.
And to be fair, I'm an excellent liar and very good at that part. And if you
that is concerning.
Well, it's just
I will endeavor to not speak.
Pardon?
I think that's a great idea.
That's a great idea.
I will endeavor to not speak.
That's exactly what I was going to ask.
You will be on a vow of silence from one of the forebears, and you are spending a year without speaking so that you can better understand the sound of a whisper.
Oh my god.
I will not be able to communicate that.
Well, though. Amazing.
No, we will
For I
communicate
will not
that
speak.
for you.
Exactly. Don't worry, I'll tell them that part of the lie so you don't have
Yeah, you just have to not talk. You're good.
I can do that.
We've sorted this out. Perfect.
Knight's
Okay.
Tale.
Yes. I was wondering.
So it took me a minute.
What? What is happening?
How are we attacking this today, folks? Who's gonna start this off?
All
I
right, we are
attack
going.
most things with my fists.
Yes.
We want to go as a team and try to stealth around? Do we want to just send one person out to do a circuit?
I think that maybe you and Orsina and Tobias should go and scout. They've seen my face, and I'm not gonna lie to you, half-orcs aren't really accepted too much in this part of the region. So, if I can stay a little more conspicuous, I'll stick around here with Rusty maybe and wait it out.
We can just casually walk around the property. They don't know who we are.
I mean, casually walking around the property might be a bit suspect.
Well, okay, wait, hold on. What does the property look like?
That's what we're trying to find out.
Can we
From
see
here,
if
yeah, you
there's
can't
like
really see too much.
gates? I mean, we can just like go to it and walk and see what happens.
Are there many large metal men?
No.
I don't think so.
You're the only one, buddy.
I will stick out then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there a gate? Is it like a locked gate, or is it just surrounded by forests?
We
or
don't
surrounded
know.
by other houses?
So...
Yeah,
From what
so
we
that's
can
what you
see
guys are
down
going to
the
go
road.
figure out. And
Also-
Shield and I are going to stay here and get fucked up. Not
How
actually.
much-
That was just
How
fun
much
to
do
say.
we actually know about these forebearers? Should we do some sort of knowledge check to see if we... I don't know if I know anything.
That's actually probably a good idea.
I don't know anything.
Okay, well,
Maybe I'll just take a vow of silence as well.
I know there's 3 of them, even though their names suggest there's 4.
I just know I'm really good at convincing people I know more than I do.
you're gonna fake it till you make it. Alright, well, I've taken a vow of silence as well.
Hey, Rusty,
Don't
Yeah.
love that.
do you know anything about the forebears?
Oh yeah. What do you want to know?
Crash
Just
course?
give them a really brief crash course on the whole religion.
A brief synopsis, if you will.
Yeah.
He comes outside and he goes, practice fingers. He goes, well,
Brief
helps
synopsis.
as my time was when I was a priest for a little bit. So,
Oh,
God.
perfect. This
Oh
is
my
see?
lord.
Ask and ye shall receive. I
The
believe
forebears
the
are
forebearers said
so
at one point to somebody.
all you need to know, and I mean, if you're from the Holdremian Kingdom, this is taught pretty frequently, but
Oh, so I would know.
Vana, Vana created the scales, and on one end she placed her siblings, Azaris and Ignir, and she seeks to maintain balance within Azelos. If there's good or bad, regardless, it has to be balanced. And then the lands were formed from the gods that they created, and the life was formed from the gods that they created. But essentially, the forebears are the ones who created Azelos and brought it to life.
Perfect. I can work with this.
Is
Vana,
there-
Yeah?
Are there a set of moral guidelines that they follow?
Absolutely. Vana's more about balance, peace, and harmony. And then you got Azaris, who's life, valor, justice, and happiness. And then you have Ignir, who's death, mourning, and remembrance. So, what else you want to know?
That's good.
I mean, is that enough for us to? What is the main text of the religion? Like, is
It's
there like
mostly
a main book?
It's mostly spoken word. Um,
And
Who are some big like heads of the religious order? What are some places that the religion is based out of, big
Oh,
city wise?
they take no names, but they're mostly in Ormkirk. And you could, I mean, how much do you want to know? Do you want to know about the Void as well?
Of course, yeah.
They banished the Void, Valdir, into the Void, and he became the Void. He's kind
Is
of
that
like a
the
bad
fourth
guy.
one?
Valdir, Vaaldir.
And he was a god that got banished and became the void.
Yeah.
And is that where all the bad people go? They go to the void?
No, that's just where the iniquitous gods are.
Gotcha.
Is there 4 of them as well?
Nah, there's 3.
Of course.
There's only 3 forebearers. What do you you think
Why
of
are
the
they
number
not called the
4?
3 bearers?
No.
Forebears
God
as
damn
in
it.
tree.
Fore. Spell it for me.
Fore.
Well, this
And-
is embarrassing.
I'm assuming it has nothing to do with bears. The
No.
end.
No. What?
As someone who grew up in the Heldremian Kingdom, I would have a decent background in this.
Yeah. You would have like your you would know about the pretty much the events that led up to the forebears being created and the world being created.
I'm going to level with you, Peter. I am absolutely sure that you have been saying the 4 bears the whole time.
Or bearers.
Well, that
Orsina
makes a lot more
just
sense, doesn't
Found
it?
So
out
much more
that
sense.
they
Yeah.
are
So-
not bears, and it's very.
I
significant.
apologize for this derailment. Please continue.
Friends, I think I can make this work. If it's just for a
Awesome.
distraction's sake, hell, that's my bread and butter.
Yeah, for sure.
How are you gonna make them drink said happy juice?
Because Azarus, the idealist, wants us to be happy, and tea makes everyone happy.
This is the Azarus drink that we're
Yep,
serving them.
Sure, it's the idealist drink. We don't want to drink from Ignir's cup. That would be a very raunchy cup. Yeah.
Yes.
But also remembrance. So
Yeah, can you actually? I want to hear those again. So happiness. Azarus was happiness.
Azarus was happiness, life, valor, justice.
Valor, justice. And then
Vana
he was death.
Vana's Ignir's death and mourning and remembrance. And Vana's balance, peace, and harmony.
Honestly,
Okay.
the more we talk about this, the more convinced I am that I'm gonna fuck this up.
No, it'll be fine.
You should also take a vow of silence.
That'd be a good idea.
So I guess you want us to go look around, and we can do that. Let's just go do that. Let's go.
yeah,
walk
let's
up
just
the
Yeah.
hill.
let's just
Yeah.
walk
See
up
if
the
there's
hill.
a gate. See if there's some forest. Let's go look.
Okay.
Rusty, can we hang out here with you for a bit?
Yeah, come on in. We're playing cards. You want to play with
All
Walter
right.
and Jesse?
Heck
Careful,
yeah.
they bite.
So do I.
Just call if you need anything. We have our earrings.
Yeah.
Shall I go invisible as like plan B in case anything goes wrong? I can throw something and cause a distraction. They can look that way and you can get out.
If you want to use the spell slot, I'm thinking that if there's 3 of us right now and we come back as far as 4, it won't trigger a warning for them. It's not like we're sticking to the same number.
Mhm.
But if you want to do that, couldn't hurt.
I think we'll be okay because we'll be
I'm just gonna leave
disguised
this on you
later
guys.
anyways. We'll be disguised later, so
All right, let's go.
All right. As you walk up to the hill, you look around the estate. There is more just hedges and nice lush garden. There's no sort of sense of like guard, as it were. The house has a large wraparound porch that goes from the front of the house around the left side of the house. From what you see around here, there's no one outside, but there are a few people. There's no one outside on the porch, as it were. There are a few people in the garden, kind of walking around open there. Go ahead, Orsina.
can we see what they look like?
Yeah.
Describe.
You see 2 younger children playing around, a boy and a girl. They are kicking some sort of ball around and chasing each other. There is a woman kind of standing in sitting in like a very fine gown, sipping tea with somebody else, an older man with large sideburns, It seems they're having a conversation, and they're agreeing with each other and moving back and forth. And one man pulls out like a pocket watch and looks at it and kind of looks around, puts it back in. That's what you can see from where you are right now. And they continue talking and having a conversation.
I don't think that's the mom.
No, I think she pretty much sticks to her whittling on the porch. Well, it doesn't look like they're. This is good. This is good. This is good. They're not like this isn't a guarded situation.
Yeah.
This is a family home. Which means,
Which we're about to fuck up.
well, no, we're just here to free.
Means that we don't have to hurt anybody.
Exactly. Which is why we're going the
Family.
religious route. Do we need to see anything else? I guess.
And we can't, like, Eli's not there yet. That we know.
No, it's a day's ride, and Eli's still on the route.
Gotcha.
You guys teleported there. You're
Mhm.
you're like, it was like a minutes.
Is it surrounded by forest?
Dead forest, as in like it's it's winter, right? So all the trees are bare.
Okay, but okay.
Bear or
there-
bearer?
One
Oh my
path.
gosh.
Is it like one path to the house or multiple paths?
There is one path leading up to the house, and then there's kind of a backyard, as it were.
Okay. Well,
I think
I think we should just go with this. Go with plan 1. Go with plan A. Let's go get Bo.
All right.
Maybe cast invisibility on Bo.
How do we want? Do we want to be wearing like tattered clothing and stuff? Make ourselves look like?
Oh, that's all in the spell. I can do that.
Okay.
I'll make us look pious. But how do we want Bo to get in? And let's just go back to Bo and ask him
Okay.
what he's most comfortable with.
Bo,
Bo.
what do you want to do, buddy? They relayed all that information to you.
All right. Well, I think we stick with our regular plan. We wait till evening.
Wait, why do we wait till evening? Because then Elias will be back.
No, it's a
Oh,
day.
alright.
It's a full day's ride. He's
But wait,
Oh,
don't we want him to be back so we can prank
No.
him
We do want him back.
with the poop
I thought we just wanted to get your mom.
thing?
Again, well, you know what? Fuck it. Yeah, let's go.
If we get your mom, we've accomplished a goal. If we wait for Eli, there's the chance that we'll accomplish our goal with complications. I don't want you to do anything you'll regret. Yes, he's an asshole. Yes, he's racist. Yes, there's nothing I'd like better than to castrate him. But I
But I
think we'll all
would.
regret that in the heat of the moment. You don't want your mom seeing that of you.
Yeah,
What do you do? I don't know. Your tribe does things.
she's seen a lot.
Maybe she would want you to kill him. I
You know
don't know, but maybe we ask her that.
I don't think there's a right answer here. So I think your idea is as good as any of them. So yeah, let's go. Let's try this out.
Okay, so we don't have a map for this, so I need to know, how are you approaching this? Who's going with who? Starting with Borok.
I will be going. You know what? No, I've got a new plan. I'm coming with you guys. Change me into one of the people.
Okay.
I have a plan. I got a plan.
I
So
don't
no-
know if I can turn it off of just one person at a time.
What do you
A
mean?
creature can use its action to inspect.
Oh, did you already turn everybody else into?
Not yet.
No.
Not yet. Hang
She
on.
means
we're
if
not
she can
doing-
turn it off just for Bo and keep everyone else
The
disguised.
spell
Oh,
lasts
no, no.
for duration unless you
don't-
use your action to dismiss it.
You don't have to do that. You don't
No.
have to do that. I got a plan.
All right. So you guys good for me to cast this? I think I have to be the one to make it go away. I don't know if you can all make it go away yourselves. So Tell me what you want, or I'm just gonna pick for you. And I'll start casting our faces to look different, and just cast that we have very colorful, bright, like sunset robes, kind of like I would think the idealist Azaris would want. He said like lots of light and candles, so maybe they each have like a flame on them too, like a candle flame on them. And I just try to think back in my memory of like everything I'd ever heard about the church and about the forebearers, and just trying to make our robes match that as much as I can.
And I'll tell you, make me look like a human version of myself.
Oh, I can do that. Okay, yeah. And I just change him ever so slightly. Like I'm molding each of you with like clay.
Mm-hmm.
And I cast seeming on everyone.
Everyone now becomes a part of the clergy of Azaris. And you see Rusty kind of in the shack looking at you guys while you're doing it. He goes, yeah, you look the part. You look
Thank
good.
you, Azaris. Thank you, Rusty. I'm already in the part. Haha.
So, what do you, who are you bringing back?
Nothing? No way?
All right, no problem to me.
Oh, thank you.
Huh?
That makes...
I just want to know if I need to, clean up the place a bit, but that's fine.
No, it's fine. The way it is, Rusty. You keep it great.
Okay, well, if you need to use a teleporter, just let me know.
We'll come running or walking.
Yeah.
Either way, be ready for us.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Thanks, Rusty.
You're the
No
best.
problem.
Our dog. Nah, that's not it.
That did not work.
That didn't work, did it? I agree, Shield. That didn't work.
You begin up the path in almost a formation like the start of a religious ceremony.
I like candles for us to hold.
After all candles, everyone's holding candles. Bo is humming. People are coming out of their homes. The snow is lightly beginning to fall now, and you move up towards the hill of the Holden household. Now, who's leading the pack?
Cypher.
Cypher. You see the person that Oracina was looking at, the woman, kind of look up and go, and then tap the man on the shoulder, who gets up from the porch, and they all kind of gather at the steps of the porch there. And you hear the woman call out and says, hello? Who are you?
Hello, greetings of Azar. I'm going to say it right in person. Azaris to you, my children. How are you this fine day?
Oh, we're fine. Thank you for asking. What's the
Excellent.
special occasion?
We're a group of traveling members of the church, and we're just here to spread the good word. And we saw your candles in your windows and thought this might be a place of respite for us on our travels.
Praise be Azaris.
Yes. And may
you
his
hear
light shine.
they all
Soul
kind of
Town.
they all resoundingly go, "Let his light shine."
Yes.
Let
And
his light shine.
Let his light shine.
well,
We don't need to be a burden, but even just a cup of tea with some more believers would be a wonderful respite. We've come from some
Oh.
not so friendly locations, if you know what I mean.
Yes. Jackson, please come over here. And you see the larger man with the big burly mustache goes, Sideburns comes in and says, "Yeah, well, we can get you guys inside and get you up around the table if that's right with you."
That's so generous of you. Thank you so much.
Sawyer, come on, boy, get inside. And you see the little boy run inside, and he's kind of tagging along with his sister. He
Oh,
says,
what
"Get everyone
darling,
in the family. Get everyone in the family."
what darling little ones you have.
Roll perception check, Bo.
Natural 19 plus 8, 27.
Okay. You're looking forward, and you see the lady, then Jasper, and then the boy Sawyer with the girl going inside the house, starting to lead you into the house. From the left, you see a halfling maid rolling out someone on a wheelchair, like a wicker wheelchair, out to the side of the house. You don't know exactly who it is, but you see a wheelchair being kind of wheeled out to the side.
As we're walking, are we going to walk by them coming in?
The way the porch wraps around, you can kind of just see from the left there, and it kind of wraps around the side. That's where they are, but you're walking into the house just directly, so it's off to the left side there.
Brother, Aliard, and I put my hand on Bo. Perhaps you should go say a blessing for the dear one over there, before you come on.
I believe that the elderly are a precious few, and the blessings of Azaris and Vana should be laid upon them. So if you would just give me about a few moments,
Yes,
I will
and
join
walk
you
them in.
shortly.
You see Jasper turn around and go, "Whatever, she's a lost cause anyway." And
there are no lost causes among the forebearers, my son.
Okay.
And I will walk over.
Okay, so we're gonna resolve this in a interesting way. First of all, I want to know what's going on in the house to keep them distracted.
Okay. We would just settle around the either the living room or the dining room, wherever they want us to settle, and I would just chat up them and ask them to kind of break bread and have some tea with us, and tell us about kind of their experience with the light and experience with Azaris and how they came to be members of the church. And I would just kind of talk about that journey rambly.
Okay.
Giving Bo as much time as I can.
Orsina and Tobias, what are you doing to kind of assist this?
What is the number of people? Is it still just 2 kids, the dude and the lady?
No, inside now there's the two people that you saw first, the 2 children. There is another large kind of portly man with 4 little rambunctious children kind of running around the house. And you can see kind of like a skinny waif of a woman who is trying to keep all the children together. And then there's a bunch of maids and servants that have come out into the main hall as well to hear what's happening.
So I'm gonna go over to the woman who is trying to corral the children and let her know that the forebearers have blessed me with a gift for entertaining children. So I'm just gonna do a few sleight of hand jokes.
I was gonna do that. I was gonna distract the children.
I was gonna distract the children.
Well, you should have beat the mustached man to it. So
it was still my turn.
Wait, really?
All right, well, go ahead.
So we're going to do sleight of hand, maybe some shadow puppets, and I'm going to say, for this next shadow puppet, I'm going to need a little help. Sister Xylophone, please, come help me.
Am I xylophone?
Yes.
Long line.
Okay, brother Tuba. My plan was to have candles around us, and then I'm gonna be like, the blessings of Azaris, and then like Druid craft all the candles to turn on in like a pattern. And you can play music in the background if you want, brother Tuba.
Shield,
it's way better than what I was gonna do.
Shield, as you're standing around there, you see like this one rambunctious child with like a missing tooth come up and just like get really close up to you and go, "Wow, you're tall."
I am going to engage in a staring contest with this kid, and I'm just gonna absolutely fucking dominate him because I don't blink.
The kid is just like the whole time with you, just like looking up,
fully engaged,
and I'm absolutely like bent at the waist, just staring.
Okay.
If I at any point notice that people are like trying to leave, I'll try to like gather everyone for a communal prayer. because I know that prayer locks people in place. You can't leave in the middle of a prayer. So I will, if that happens.
I need you all to roll a performance. All of you, not one of you, all of you.
Advantage or nah?
Not.
I can roll performance.
I'm not very good at
Oh, now
performing.
20! Yes!
Praise
The Lord is good.
It's
Azaris.
29 is the total there.
Well, I
20
see your
freaking
29, and I will raise you nothing. I rolled a 4.
Oh.
Wait, don't you have plus something for performance?
I got +1.
Really? I thought you were like a good performer. Anyway,
No, I'm a
I
smart
got it.
guy.
I got a 13.
No, I'm a smart guy.
I had a flash of genius
Beautiful.
and got 16.
Okay. All right. I'll tell you right now, the results are 50-50. So, you begin your sermon, Cypher. You're telling them this, the regaling them about the love of Azaris and the balance of Vana, and you begin regaling them with stories. You know, Orsina, you're trying your best, but the kids are kind of getting a little distracted. But Tobias is kind of bringing them back a little bit, and Shield, the kid is starting to wane a little bit. But let's go to Borak then right now. Borak, as they're going inside, you can hear the discussion starting, and you find yourself a little bit closer to this woman in the wheelchair. You see a halfling come out with a bowl, start feeding her. The woman you see as you round the corner, she has silver hair done up in a high bun. It's messy though. It's kind of haphazardly put together. She has a vacant expression on her face, just looking out directly past whomever. Her cheeks are sunken, crow's feet are showing, and the age is shown on her. She's very frail, but this is your mother.
Excuse me. I can handle this. I'm very well trained with the elderly. You are welcome to join the rest of the family inside for prayer if you don't mind. I'll take over this duty for you.
Okay. The halfling looks up and goes, "Oh, right as you were. Thanking you." Gives you the bowl and says, "Don't worry if she stares at you. She just doesn't know what else to do, frankly." She kind of walks off into the house. You sit yourself on a stool directly in front of her. And what are you doing?
I'm going to just look her in the eye and go, I knew I'd find my way back here. And I'm going to take out a deer figurine that I've whittled, and I'm going to take out my axe or my hatchet from my belt line, and I'll just put it on my lap and hold it out in front of me. It's me, Mama.
She pauses. She blinks again, and looks down. Then looks up. And you see like this hand shakingly raise up to you.
It's me. It's me. I'll grab it and I'll
And
put it on my face.
you put the hand on her face, and she leans in, and very quietly just, Bo? And her hand begins to tremble, and a single tear starts to fall down from her cheek. And she then starts to like move her head, and you can feel the trembling in her hand.
It's me. It's just an illusion. It's just an illusion. I'm here. I'm here to take you away. Do you want me to take you back? I just wanted to see if you were okay.
No. You can't be here. You can't be here.
It's okay. It's okay. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. I have a good group of friends here. We can handle ourselves. Are you okay? Are they treating you okay?
She's trying to find the words to get out of her mouth, but she just can't. She can't speak. You can feel the trembling and like the emotion, this welling up inside her is just coming out now in tears in front of you, and she's holding on to the deer. And she's trying to open her mouth and say something, but it's just she can't.
Okay. Mom, I don't know if I have much time or how much time I have out here with you, but I'm going to let you take a second. I'm just going to sit here right with you. And you tell me if you want us to go or if you want to come with us. We have the abilities to make that happen. All right, I can take you back to the Tamravi Plains. I can take you anywhere but here. I have someone that will protect you. We can get you out of here. But I need you to tell me if you want to go.
There's like a lull for a second. It's like you can see she's trying to piece it together, and her head just gives you a nodding shake, like yes. And she just grabs on to your hand, your wrist now, and just holds on to your wrist.
All right. Let's get out of here then. I'm going to. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say I'm going to grab my earring and just say, Cypher, I have her. We are going to try and leave the property.
Inside, the sermon is still going on with the children listening now intently, but you see a halfling come in, and Jasper, the large human, kind of goes, why aren't you at your post? And you can see the attention of the folks start to wane a bit, and there's a little bit of commotion happening there, and they're starting to you see Jasper start to walk towards that area there.
As soon as he comments and notices that she's not with the wheelchair person, can I like I'll try to distract with like and let us pray, but I'll also do like I'll cast silent image of the person in the wheelchair that I saw that's like coming in the hallway behind her. And so I'll cast that silent image, and it doesn't hold up to a lot of scrutiny like if you touch it, but I can create the image of an object or a creature no larger than 15-foot cube, which is fine.
She's usually pushed though, isn't she? Sorry.
She's usually pushed by the halfling.
Like she can't. She's not someone.
Oh, she can't do it at all herself?
No, she can't do it herself.
Oh, I didn't catch that part. That's a little bit more complicated then.
Can you cast bow behind her?
I could add that into the illusion. 15-foot cube is pretty large. But that's
as this is happening, I think like Shield's smart enough to know that this would be the time to get in the way, I think.
Okay.
So as he's distracted and moving away, I'm just going to shuffle in front of the door,
Mm-hmm.
shake my head, point back at Cypher, and just do this.
Good idea. That's
Roll.
excellent.
Okay, I'm gonna give you an option: intimidation or persuasion.
It's the same.
Can I be
Okay.
So-
assisting him by like saying, "And we shall pray"? Azurus does not like to be denied. Like, can I assist him with that intimidation?
I'll allow it. Go ahead.
Advantage.
Oh, cool. Great. 24.
24.
And I'm going to do
Okay.
intimidation just because, yeah.
This big
That's what I
hulking
feel like I
brute
wanna
in-
do.
In a robe comes up and you like go, and then Cypher goes. Now we all pray. Tobias, Orsina, what are you all doing
Yeah.
during this?
I'll
And
make
I'm just
the
like-
candle extra lighting because we're praying.
So the
It's like-
light begins to intensify with I guess your control flame Orsina, and
It's
like
just-
the
It's just my druid craft, but
your druid craft, and it becomes
Yeah.
brighter and brighter, and now there's like gasps of people just and for the time being they are. Tobias, is there anything you want to do? Sorry.
Yeah, I think I want to also kind of help with the illusion and distraction here. I'll cast a hypnotic pattern, so everyone is just kind of entranced by the light.
Oh.
Excellent.
Okay, and they become more like just
Un-
blown away by this.
We should have put
religious
in the
experience.
shroom.
I'll
the
just
thing
levitate
mushroom.
5 feet in the air. Just slowly start levitating.
Yeah.
Right.
You hear like one of the women, "Oh my god, it's a miracle," and in the background. Back to
Yeah.
Bo. Bo, what are you doing right now, buddy?
Nailed it.
I am going to. How big is the chair?
The chair itself is just a normal. It's almost like a rocking chair with wheels.
I am going to pick it up, and I'm going to cast Long Strider on myself, and I am going to start making my way to the to the gate, to the the laneway,
Road.
the road. Yeah.
Cypher, out of the corner of your eyes, you see the gust of wind that you're very accustomed to with Long Strider as Bo begins to move away from the house and successfully absconds with his mother. What are you doing now?
I'll just keep it going. Not to the point where it gets suspicious, but keep it going till I can set. Like, I've given him enough time to start getting away, and then I could start. Then I could start comfortably wrapping it up and saying thank you so much for your time. This has been so lovely. This has really brought back the spirits that we needed after such a hard journey. Can we partake in some tea or some beverages before we go? Some ceremonial tea.
Oh, yes. You see, they already. After a few moments, the halfling maid brings out some tea and cups for everybody.
And then where's the kitchen?
The
Is it, like,
kitchen
it's
is
not.
you're in like the main foyer, so the kitchen's off to the right side if you want to go in there.
Wait, I don't have the powder. You do.
I do, yeah.
Powder. Okay, wait. Can she like give it to me real quick? I'll just like shamble over.
I don't.
Hey, we don't like this idea. Okay.
There's kids. The
thing is, though-
drugs to kids.
The thing is, though, as this is happening, you see the halflings bringing it in, and the elven maids are and butlers are all fine, but the family themselves, due to the hypnotic patterns of Tobias,
Oh,
they
they're
are
already.
like
Oh, that's
they're
right. That's right.
they're all
They're already.
mesmerized right now.
Then I will totally like
They're already
take the
good.
key and
They're
I
good.
will
Yeah.
I will try to sleight of hand some doses into the drinks. And if I notice anyone notice me, I would just say Azurus provides. Like something like that.
Okay, roll sleight of hand, please.
Please be good. Please be good. Please be good. Please be good.
I
This
would
is a
like
big
to
one.
offer the help action for that. Any
Okay.
elves that kind of look like they're looking too close, I'll just say,
So with that with advantage that it's 18 total.
Okay. It almost looks for a second that one of the elves was kind of suspicious, but yeah. You had shield point once again, do the hand thing, and
you know, the
they all
Harrison
immediately,
Ford finger where it's just
yeah,
like,
they all immediately just begin to become pious again, and
Yeah.
you successfully put the powder in there.
Couple doses of powder and both the stool softeners mixed into all of them.
Oh, amazing.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm like, how many are like? Do they look like there's enough for the kids? Like, am I
No, it's just
drugging
for
children?
the adults. The
Oh,
kids,
thank God.
the kids don't drink tea.
Thank God. I was worried about that. I was like, I want to drug kids.
Come on.
Perfect. I want
Oh,
enough
right.
dose in there to fuck them up a little bit and also make them have to shit their brains.
I'm gonna pull out like a water skin, except it's full of sugary drink that I picked up just in the last couple days,
Okay.
thinking, I remember kids love this kind of stuff, right? So, like, I pour out little cups of fruit punch. They're gonna hit the ceiling.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Perfect. Perfect. You all enact this devious plan while Bo absconds with his mother, and you exit the house safely, and that is where we will end
And
today's session.
just once we're leaving and we're like praying our way out, when they're not looking, I'll do a silent image of her on the porch.
Okay.
And just leave it there until just to give us a little bit extra time.
Okay. Fantastic. Well, that was it, folks. It was a heist.
Oh man,
Where's the heist?
Wish we could have stayed to see the chaos that
My
ensues after
mom.
that.
Found my mom, guys.